Alright, hi everybody, it's Ms. Hunsaker back with another Mathia video. So this video's, we are still in the FWPS linear equations and inequalities, and we're going to be focusing on this one right here, Unit 3, modeling with linear functions. So in order to do this one, you have to have Unit 1 and Unit 2 done. So both of these two will be this like teal green color. If not, go back and watch my other videos. So you have to finish these before you can move forward. Unfortunately, Mathia doesn't let us skip around. You have to work in order. So we go in here. You'll click the Let's Go button. This first one here will be the first one you see. You'll have to hit that one. All right, and we've got some problems where we have to connect an equation with the scenario. And if you look up here in the top right corner, you will see that these are the filled in circles, which means that this one is a learning module or learning set of questions. So it won't be tracking your errors. You can use the hints without it being a negative consequence to you. So I'm going to let you play around with that one on your own. Right, and instead I'm going to move into the second workspace. Right, remember you have to go in order, so you have to finish the first one before you go into this, so go do it. As always, we'll do a step-by-step example. These will help you understand what they want. So they want us to start here, but before we do that, let's look over, this is the left side. This is going to give you the information on the problem. So we've got weather in Tyrone's town. They're claiming that the amount of rain will break town records, and the TV stations report that it rained 4.8 inches today. Our job is to define units for the amount of rain tomorrow and the amount of rain that falls in 2 days. You have to enter a variable for the amount of rain tomorrow and use this variable to write an expression for the total amount of rain that falls in the 2 days. So that's our job. That's what we're going to be doing. You have these two sections over here we're going to fill out. And then you have two pieces of information. Let's see. The meteorologist on local channel 7 news predicts a rainfall of 0.75 feet for tomorrow. And what is the total rainfall for the 2 days using this meteorologist prediction? And then we also have this second one here. If the total rainfall over 2 days turns out to be 14 inches, how much will it rain tomorrow? So after we complete our graph, we're going to complete the table, we're going to graph the model. So first thing our step-by-step instructions tell us to do is we have to enter a unit for measuring the amount of rain tomorrow. So TV stations, let's see, for the amount of rainfall tomorrow, it looks like we have TV stations reporting that it rained 4.8 inches today. So let's try inches, see what happens. Oh, I liked inches. Okay, so how much are we going to use to measure the rain over 2 days? So if we try this out, right, we're measuring rain. We also have this other one down here that talks about 0.75 feet. So maybe that's going to be for 2 days. Let's try it. Oh, didn't like feet. So they want us to use inches again. Now you see the step-by-step problem tells you what to do, but when you're trying these problems out on your own, you're going to have to do them. For some reason, it's not letting me delete the feet. Let's see what happens here. Nope. And this is one thing that happens when you're in these step-by-step problems. If you make a couple of mistakes, they will do it for you. So I had trouble. It wouldn't let me delete the word feet for some reason. So it's just going to put in inches for me. But you now know to put inches in for both of them. Okay. The amount of rain tomorrow is our independent quantity. So you can represent it with a variable. So this is just telling us that for our independent one, the first column here, we're just going to put an x. That's going to be our variable. Yep. All right. And then the total amount of rain that falls in 2 days will be the amount of rain tomorrow, x, plus the amount of rain that fell today, 4.8. So your job in this one right here is to make your equation. So it's kind of telling us what to do, but basically, right, if you're measuring rain, it says it's 4 inches today, and then we have to add on the amount of rain that happens tomorrow. We don't know how much rain happens tomorrow. That's why we put x. So when we do here, we do the x for the unknown amount of rain that we did, and add on that 4.8 inches that we had today. Press enter. There we go. All right. So we have to figure out first, question 1. We see the meteorologist on the local Channel 7 news projects a rainfall of 0.75 feet for tomorrow. Okay, that's great. 0.75 feet, but wait a second. If we look back up here, we said our units have to be inches. I have to convert feet into inches. So how many inches are in 0.75 feet? So if I've got my scratch pad out here, I've got, oh, let me get the typing up really quickly. Draw this one. Okay. We have 0 point, it's a point, 7, 5 feet. All right, this sucks. Let's try just typing. 0.75 feet. And we know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So we're going to multiply times those 12 inches per foot. If we do that one, 0.75 times 12, take out my calculator, 0.75 times 12. Hello. 0.75 times 12. Sorry, y'all. My computer's being slow here. We end up getting 9. So that tells me that there are 9 inches in 0.75 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back down, type my 9 in there, press enter. All right. Oh, interesting. It did it for us. It took 9 and it did 9 plus 4.8, gave us that 13.8 inches in 2 days. So we're going to take and press this plot point button. And then we're going to plot a point to represent your solution. So we know the rain tomorrow, X, is 9, and the total amount of rain that falls in 2 days is 13.8. So I know my X is going to be 9. So I'm up here. Like this, it kind of shows where 9 is at horizontally. And then you want to go up to about 13.8. So I know that this is 12. It's like we'll go 13, 14, 15. So our dot's got to be between 13 and 14 here, kind of towards the top. Click your mouse. Yay, I liked it. Okay, so we know the total rainfall for our next question. It turns out to be 14 inches. How much will it rain tomorrow? So we know the total rainfall over 2 days is 14, so it goes in our second column here. Press 14, press enter. All right, and then we're going to use a solver to solve for how much it would rain tomorrow. So you're going to have to click a solver button. Use solver, yep. Okay. Step's going to go through. Let's look down here. Here's our solver. If I can get this out of the way more. Okay, so we have this x plus 4.8 equals 14. And then we subtract 4.8 on both sides, just like what we do on a pencil and paper when we're in class, and we get x equals 9.2. So we know that that is how much we started with. We put in 9.2 here in question 2. And then we're going to finish by plotting the point. So we know our x is 9.2, so we're in the middle here somewhere, and then we have to go all the way up to exactly 14. So this was 13, this is 14 right here. So our 2 dots are actually pretty close. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a line between the 2 points. So they're going to do it for us actually. So we click this button, draw a line. And we're done. But if you look, you'll see, okay, I can't get this off the screen, but you'll see they drew the line here. So your job is to create a table. You're going to create an equation. You're going to figure out the answer. So like in this first question, it gave you the x, and you had to plug it into the equation to solve for how many inches of rain were in 2 days. And the other one, it gave us like the y, and we had to go backwards and solve for x. So your job, different problems, same idea. So it'll give you a bunch of information up here. Your job is to tell me the units first and then write an equation for it. I'll give you the hint that this one right here, the first column, the expression, this one's always going to be x. Always. Then this is going to be your equation. So like in our last one, we had x plus 4.8. It's going to depend on what you read in this problem here. You're going to go through and solve them, plot the 2 points, draw a line, and then you're going to be done. Remember, your goal is to fill up all of these. Woo, we got a lot of them, but I bet it will go quickly. You want to fill them all up so they get to this nice green circle before it will move you on to the next workspace. All right, good luck with that. Make sure to email questions to your teachers if you have them, or, send me one too, even if I'm not your teacher.